Morning, chat. Morning, 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 morning. We're gathering. Make sure that this is correct. It's good. We're good now. We did chat. How's everyone doing today? We posted on socials. We're done. Now for the fun part, where we just sit here and wait. Oh, I didn't do my hair. All right, I don't care about that part. Meowdy, Tyler. Meowdy, meowdy, meowdy. Tyler, entertain people. I'm gonna actually. I forgot to brush my hair, so I'm gonna grab my brush real quick. If anyone shows up, you just show them some skin. Sorry for the brief intermission. Sorry. Here, right now, so. All right, all right, all right. There we go. Everyone got your snacks, your drinks, refilled your giant bottle of water, all that kind of stuff. Got your builds ready, and your regex. Those are all really important things that you need to make sure you have done. How's everyone doing today? Oh, Tyler, there should be new stuff in the chat, by the way, if you'd be able to type to the bot if you want to try out the commands. Okay, so that worked. And you should have like a command thing tied like this, or is it commands? There you go. In the commands thing, you should have moderator privileges stuff, so you can go click on there and kind of see what kind of commands you have access to. If you want to, you don't obviously, Tyler. To be honest, once again, you don't have to do moderator stuff. You could just be here to vibe. Like you're, um, it is no big deal. I can do most of the stuff myself. But if you are interested in doing any of that stuff, pop off and do it. Okay, a quick ad break. Hey, thank you for letting me know. So I added that feature too to know when ad breaks are happening. In fact, what if I could pre-roll a bunch of ads now so people don't worry about getting it later? Honestly, I don't know how to do that, so I'm just not going to click on anything and figure it out. That seems like a wild time. Stream quality look okay though? For some reason, Twitch is saying it's unstable. Oh, obviously, it might be a little bit different when we get in game. But I got my regex ready. Looks fine to me. Nice. Yeah, I don't know. Both YouTube will pop up sometimes saying that like the audio bit rate's not great, but people on YouTube said it was fine the other day. And Twitch is saying things unstable right now, but I don't know. I think it's just fine. What should I get for food? Like food, like eating a meal food, or food like snack food? Hey, Abby. Also, you can act. Oh, here's other. You be like, 8 ball. Should I get tacos? Most definitely. See, you do 8 ball now. 8 ball is one of the commands we have for chat as well. I think there's also like follow age is a default one. So people who are obviously not me, you can do like this. Um, I'm not following myself, but it would show you how long you've been following me, which would be obviously cool if it's like a long term thing. You can also exclamation point vanish, which I think just makes you disappear. Exclamation point watch time just to see how much time you've been watching, I guess. Oh, the important one for I need to go through the settings actually and change that. Important thing for mods, if people want to post like a link, we can /permit and then like the username, like that, and it'll give them 60 seconds to post like a link. Which reminds me, I need to go back into my stream settings and disable links. So what food should I get? So I'm assuming big foods. I mean, I think the easiest thing that I always recommend if you're trying to get like food and like you don't mind like fried foods and stuff like that. I mean, chicken nuggets or chicken tenders are always relatively easy. They don't mess your hands up too bad. Quick to grab with one hand, like just pop a chicken nugget in your mouth kind of thing. Obviously, if you're getting really into sauces, then it can become an issue. But pizza's too greasy. Burgers and all that kind of stuff, it's a little too messy depending on how you get your burgers and everything. Tacos, messy again. Wouldn't recommend like a pasta. Honestly, yeah, I'm not just gonna be like some kind of fried but not overly greasy chicken, and not no bones in it. So like boneless wings. If you do boneless wings though, and you have them like where they're already sauced, just have like a fork and just use the fork kind of thing. That way you don't dirty your fingers. Boneless wings sounds good though. I would love like some barbecue boneless wings. Maybe that's what I'll get tomorrow when Abby's gone. Yeah, eat like that's what my plan is. Just eat food while we're waiting for lunch, and then after lunch, ideally finger foods or something that I can like take 5 seconds to break and just like scarf down quickly. Moderation settings are ready to go. Okay, so this dashboard. And I want to look at settings, moderation. There you go. Block links. Non-mod chat delay. Add a short delay for mods for non-mods see messages. Any message that has timed out or banned during the delay is removed from the chat completely. Yeah, that's whatever. I'll just leave it at that and whatever. Heyo, Jared. Welcome to the club. I was thinking about it randomly. I was like, I don't know if streamers actually have like names for their like people like viewers, and I was just thinking like the weirdest shit ever. I was like, what would even match with like the name Slinky? There's just like a random thought. I don't think people have actually names for their fans. Also, wearing my Tabula Rasa shirt. Hopefully, we can bring us good luck. I don't necessarily want a Tabula Rasa, but I mean, if I drop one, I will sell it and then buy the items I care about. Also, does the another cool thing too with I learned about making the commands like I got build um is that you can add like aliases to commands so that someone types something different by instead it'll still work. Like for instance, build is the same thing as POB, so that's pretty cool. Sorry for spamming people in chat, but that's just life. Anyone have any last minute questions or anything like that? Everyone got their POB updated? Oh yeah, there's a new update for POB that released this morning, so make sure you check the updates. I'm not sure if it's beta only or not, but it essentially fixed. I assume it's not beta because I believe it fixed the tree to where now actually the things work. Like this actually shows damage now, which is nice. Um, Trying to think if do I want to go activations per brand? I'm already at 27. I probably just want to go down here and not go the activation. We'll see. Builders are up for 20. Yeah. So what I did yesterday is because all of them were breaking, I just went through and fully deleted all my filters. The only one I have on right now is the leveling one. Um, and then I'll probably actually let me just go make like a basic like regular strictness one just to throw on right now because the plan is essentially playing. I don't plan on getting like far into maps or anything today because I'm gonna do what I've been doing recently, in like private leagues and stuff is where around like Act 6, 7, or 8, I started just doing heist. So like, I'll stop doing the campaign and just go play heist whenever I start getting contracts and stuff. And then I'll pop out and do like some more act stuff when I run out of contracts or currency to buy contracts from the vendor. But yeah, so I don't necessarily need like a real late game filter early on. So my plan was just to use a leveling one for most of today, and then like once I log off for the day before I start tomorrow, I'll probably just make a quick filter. But just in case we'll we'll try to make one now. But looks like I'm getting a bad gateway trying to sign into Filter Blade, so I don't know how that's going. Yeah, I would say it looks like PoE is down right now because I can't actually sign into Filter Blade with PoE account. So rip. But yeah, Never Sync updated filters today, which is really nice. He did a previous announcement where it was like a lot of filters could break, like some of the changes you made. Not like fully break them, but like it'll definitely make it worse. See, I've only done heist once, but I know it's good on early. Yeah, that's the main thing. I mean, honestly, I probably won't play heist as much as I usually do, just because I don't think it makes for good content for people to want to watch. But I like heisting. I think it's a really fun, chill, relax time. Especially early on, you can get like just like a good amount of early chaos to buy like your early uniques and stuff like that. It's pretty good. Any last minute changes? I might pick up this node, or like this mastery, depending on how much overcapped cold I have. Once I get this far into the build. Oh right, damn it. Never mind. You said it's down. I was so busy on Reddit today, just like being a good person. No, just kidding. Just like helping people out with like questions they had or something like that, just in general, not for my build specifically. Because I was kind of bored and I was like, I'm gonna help people out either way. And I was like, I wanted to make some saved searches for items I want. Well, I guess I'll do that right now. It looks like the trade website's up again though. Well, it says it's restarting thing, but I can like access stuff. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I can still make things. New folder. This will be Wintertide. We definitely need Rhyme Gaze is also. I think I'm gonna start making it to where I put like the level you can actually use the item as part of the thing. So register current trade level 65. That way, because I don't want to buy Rhyme Gaze like early and then just sit on it for like an hour. Like not be able to use it. I think Ghostwrath you can use like pretty early. So if I can get it early, I'll probably buy Ghostwrath first. Yeah, you can use it at level 11 if you want, but obviously I don't think of that early. Beta Breath, I think it's pretty early as well. Beta Breath's actually level 22. That's actually surprising. I mean, still great. I'll use it. It's fine. What else do we want? Oh, we might want to try Replica Allopathy. I don't think anyone's going to get those on day one, or if they do, they might try to overprice them, but I'll do a live search for it. Can't be bad. And what was that weird thing I had? Latest update made people mad last night. Oh, like GGG's update, like the patch notes update thing. All right, chat. No one tell people about my secret tech for Brian Rot. Deal. The party play favor one with the drops. I feel like I missed something. I'm gonna go look. Guess I'll go here. Look for it. Do. Game updates. Ah, yeah, so it wasn't the patch notes thing. There was a different thing that they announced. Ow. Also, if I end up seeing these people in the chat, got a handful of followers while I was offline yesterday, so hopefully they come in and I can do their little thing before I forget about it. But yeah, Jared, let me know what you're talking about because I don't know what you're talking about. But if you want to post a link, let me know. I can like permit you to post a link, so it doesn't like block you or anything or time you out. It's under player balance under patch notes. Okay. The no longer increase rarity per player in a party, but we increase the number of unique specifically. That line. I don't care. That's whatever. I don't play in parties, and honestly, I know it's not every party is the issue, but like there are some of the top end party players that are kind of an issue for the economy. So any nerf to them is fine with me. That's okay. I think people who just decide to like buy up every mage blood in the first week because they're ahead and they're playing it's like a party of like 7 people, um, and then just like relist prices if they want, kind of just awful. Which I mean, they can still probably do it, but just making their play style worse is happy with me. Is there anything else we want early, chat? I can't think of anything else off the top of my head that I would want to look for early on the trade market. Oh yeah, yeah, maybe we'll sign into Neversink now. Okay. Okay. Uh, Probably just do semi-strict early, right? Like I don't think we need to do anything special. For styles, I love this one, so we're just gonna go with that. Then we're just gonna do just like basic league start. So we're gonna say this as day one league start, and I'll adjust it as I go or whatever if I need to. He was up. What? What? Oh shit, Jared. Okay, I am further than I would like to be, but thank you. My God, Tyler, cues up. Cues up, Tyler. Well, I wasn't expecting it to be up this early. Usually, I think it's up. I guess maybe I'm wrong with the timing, but 13K is not that bad. Um, Usually I'm around like 4,000, 7,000 area though. So rip. Yeah, at least that's what I was saying. Yeah, at least it's not 50K. I'm usually spamming it, but I thought it was gonna take a little bit longer for us to get here. It did not, unfortunately. Q is up for everybody. Um, Anyone else is in chat? I don't think Tyler's here. Cool. Jared, what did you end up deciding on the league starting? Because you were the one who was going like originally the chains of command AG originally, but then you're like, I don't know how expensive it's gonna be, so what I'm gonna do beforehand, right? Just gonna send it and go chase. So you decided to go get like, you know what? Never mind. Fuck it. Let's just let it go. That's my man. I had someone uh in like the YouTube video who was like, "Oh, leveling with this is bad." It's like in Act One, in Act like 2 and 3. They're like, "Does it get better?" And I was like, "I enjoy it in Act 2." And then another content creator who does like Cold Dot said they pretty much don't switch over to Wintertide until after like Library in Act 3. And they're saying, yeah, you can switch earlier if you want 0 damage. And I was like, I don't know, these guys are crazy. I'm just gonna play what I think it's cool the way it is now. Yeah, and that's what I was saying. I was like, yeah, I understand that you could play like Rolling Magma and like probably level faster than me, but I'm gonna be once again honest. I could put on Rolling Magma. My time's gonna be pretty much the same. I'm not very fast. Hey, that's not bad. Did my ping wake you up? I'm still on the phone with Brie. No problem. Yeah, Jared actually told me. I was looking at something else. I honestly wasn't expecting to be up this soon. I thought it was gonna take a little bit longer. So at least you aren't too far behind it and whatnot. Hey guys, was there anything else I needed for the build to save us as a thing? What are our thoughts? What is that jewel? This is not an early thing. Is it Eminence is the one we like? Does it show the new? Oh, hey, it shows mercenaries now on here. Hell yeah. I'm not gonna live search anything though until I get at least one chaos. So I'm not gonna just have the thing pinging in my background. But leave me dry and folder is crazy. Yeah, I probably should not have as unhinged of things on my stuff. So I'm just gonna take that down, archive those. You leave bleed me dry alone. All right, Eminence is the one that we will eventually want. It's not gonna be an early thing though, but I'm interested to see what the prices start being when once people start getting them and stuff. So I will register it and have it as a search. And then what's the Anima Stone is the last one. Honestly, once again, people who are paying attention to this, I might not even go these things. This is like if it ends up being really good. Oh, I want to grab these. But if the golems are not that great, then I'm not gonna invest more into the golems because I mean this will take up 4 like jewel sockets, so it's kind of a lot. But someone on Reddit told me yesterday that the stone golems, like the different, like you have the, so you have the stone golem and then you have the stone golem with safeguarding, which is like the trans gem for it. Apparently, you can have both those golems up and have both of the buffs because there's technically unique buffs. You just can't stack the same buff. So if that's the case, because I thought I read otherwise, but if that's the case, then might have to get 5 golems or maybe drop like lightning or something like that later on. We'll see what happens. Yes, what golem players are doing. Okay, cool. I said I didn't get to test it because I just heard about it last night. But if that's facts, then I'm gonna probably want the +1 golem somewhere, which the anima stone plus like those gems are a way to get it. Or I can just go 4 and then take off like lightning. I think lightning's probably the least useful one later, but we'll see. We'll just play it and see what feels right. I can't think of anything else that off the top of my head that I would want. I don't think there's like an early game like unique wand that I care about. Um, what are y'all? What is everyone else's favorite like unique to get on League Star? Does anyone have any like favorites that are like a commonly good unique for any build? Bitter Dream. Bitter Dream is actually maybe a good call. Those are like super expensive on League Start though, right? Like the first day, because everyone wants like the 17 link. All right, we'll test it out though. I mean, it uses like, I mean, I don't use Ice Bite. I mean, I only use like 3 of the 6 gems on there, but better than nothing, you know. Bitter Dreams, a level 32 item. Okay, register. I think those are usually pretty expensive, but honestly, not bad. That being said, if I can get Replica Allopathy for some reason, someone grabs those early, an early heist blueprint before I get to level 41, that'd be pretty cool. Dream's actually a good call. I wonder why no one else really uses it. Maybe we could do it with the +1 levels, I guess. It's whatever. I think that's actually pretty sweet. Because you essentially can put your Wintertide in there with 2 other supports that aren't already on it. So I can put like efficacy and control destruction. Decided on pizza. All right, just don't make sure it's not too messy of a pizza. You don't want greasy pieces. You want like a nice clean pizza. If it gets greasy, your hands gross. Oh, it's messy. Oh, rip. Every pizza I eat is messy. um, what about unique amulets? Any unique amulet enjoyers? I don't think there's an early game one that I really care for. Obviously, on your there'll be some cool ones for like your Merc and stuff. Yeah, it was 7 siege day 1 in Settlers and went down to 3 siege. Yeah, it goes down pretty quickly, but like day 1, I want to say it's usually pretty pricey. Uh, I mean, if I get into like the heisting and I get up a good amount of chaos really quick, then I'll probably still buy day 1 if I intend to play a lot longer that day. If not, I might just wait until like tomorrow and buy it if I'm still needing it. I don't want to buy it and then like end the stream like 30 minutes later and not really use it because then you're kind of just wasting a lot of value of your chaos. Extra test is obviously really strong, but I don't think those are going to start off really cheap. Also, can you see day one settlers what the prices were? I thought like because of how long the league was, PoE Ninja just didn't calculate like track it properly. Unless you're using a different website, then that's it then. Oh, we're gonna test. Make sure I can hear alerts real quick. So this person followed earlier, but yeah, cool. I can hear it, so that works out. Yeah, yeah. And I say expensive. I mean like 10 chaos on day one is expensive for me. Typically, maybe I'll get lucky in heist and I'll just make like a good bit of currency. There's some guy who's like, yeah, day one heist, I make like 300 chaos and then buy stuff before I log off for the day. And I was like, how do you make 300 chaos? That's insane. What? Or we could do I forgot what his name was, but they had that one dude who was in chat. It was like, yeah, I just I farmed lab on like day one and just make like a bunch of money. Built different. Yeah. They also had a guy on Reddit who was like, yeah, I know I'm not the fastest to maps or anything, and I don't have a lot of time to play on League launch. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna level to first lab and then farm first lab until for gems. Mod alert. Slinky, do you have an updated POB? Updated full. Oh, does that just happen whenever someone says the word POB? Oh, I need to fix that. I don't like that. Mm-mm. Stop it, Mighty Tech. Don't do it. All right, it's saved. It's saved. You can't do it anymore, I don't think. Haha! Take away the fun toys. So apparently, when they have the aliases, I have to put the exclamation point in front of it. So that's good to know. I'll answer your question shortly. Let me let me just fix the other command I made custom real quick. Perfect. All right. Do you have an updated POB? I have a lightly updated POB. Like it's just updated to essentially the new tree and stuff. It was posted on the YouTube video. Let me go. Oh wait, well, that one should be the updated one, right? The one that's there. Let's see. Let's open it and see if this is the one. Maybe or if I update the link. Let's find out. Yeah, this is it. But like I said, it's just 1 through like level 71, and then my plan is essentially between when I end stream in the early morning, probably tonight, and there's an update, and then before I start stream tomorrow, I'm gonna do like a day one update with anything that I might have like changed or like my next goals for the tree, that kind of stuff. Thank you for the follow, Blagoo. Appreciate it. Do you want to save changes? I don't have any changes. It's fine. Okay, that's the POB. I did update this one. I also updated a few of the notes in here, including like a golem priority, like what I would recommend down here. Because like the issue I ran into was I didn't have enough chance orbs to buy them all in Act 4. Also, you might be limited on like the amount of sockets you're able to find if you're unlucky, kind of stuff. So like these are the ones that I would recommend. Honestly, I might change. Well, I'm not gonna change it now, but Chaos Golem is most important. These are pretty interchangeable. I'm gonna skip sleep meds and stay up until I can't anymore. Well, so the plan is, and obviously this isn't gonna work for everyone who's plans to do stuff. But I'm actually not rushing to maps. My usual recent playstyle is I get to about between Act 6 and 8, and then once I have a couple contracts, I'll go start doing heist. And then I'll get to maps when I get to maps. That being said, like heist is still good experience. And then between being able to run heist, not being able to run it, I'll be doing the campaign. So I might still finish the campaign today, because my plan is to stay up probably till about 2-3 in the morning. so about 13, 14 hours from now. But we'll see how I feel. Don't understand heists. It's not that hard. To be fair, there's probably more to heists than I give it credit for. But for what I do, it's not that hard. Also, I wonder why a mod alert popped up. Is it just because of the link? Big Ducks tried explaining it, and I still don't get it. Yeah, like I said, I'm sure that there are things that are like more intricate, like you should run only these certain rooms and like only look for this certain stuff. But as with most things, as the more you hang out with me and find out, I'm here for the vibes. I like a good time. I know it's not probably like divines per hour efficient to loot side rooms and whatnot, especially in like blueprints. But if it's like a side room that I want to do, like I like picking up the extra little stuff. I like to use heist as kind of a supplement for like getting extra fossils, getting extra essences, stuff like that. Early on, you can like even target like some of the like weapon rooms or the ring rooms and get like some good fractures. Sorry about the ad break. Good old vibes per hour here. That's actually true. We need a vibes per hour. Ooh, Tyler. Speaking of which, so I have Hannah obviously who's going to try to draw caricatures of two of the cats to add as like custom emotes or whatever. And I was like, if she ends up getting really into it, and then she wants to do like animated things, I was like, it'd be really funny to have Whitish Jiggling replaced by like the caricature of like Goblin. It's a big old goblin just Whitish jiggling around. But obviously, that I don't know how much she's gonna be able to do that. But worst case scenario, I can look for an artist who does animated emotes and try to get that figured out as well. Ads, yeah, that's true. Is there any other items I should be adding to the watch list for uniques? I don't want to add rare stuff into here. I think that if I end up liking Wintertide a lot, and I kind of want to make this like a reoccurring build thing that I do for like league launches, I'll make like something like Lance does, where I have like a whole thing for rares. Ivory Tower, no, not strength stacking. And my in-game stuff, I don't think it's worth live searching for on day one, so I'm not going to worry about it. Add it for me. I'm not buying you anything. You're on your own this week, bud. There will be no bog trading here in this stream. You are on your own. Fly free, little birdie. Tyler, I'll get you one. There you go. You go shy. Yeah, I mean, if Tyler, if you end up vibing with anyone in chat and you want to add them to the guild, I mean, feel free to use the guild as like a little chat thing. I mean, you have the mod privileges to be able to like set priority of who can go into what tabs and stuff. So you end up buying people in chat. I'm not gonna mention it again because I don't want people to be like he doesn't like me. But if you just feel free to add people to the guild, I'm not gonna question who you're adding, whatnot. Also, don't do. Oh, maybe I should put like drops in the title. I'll do that when it gets closer to the thing. Let me make sure I'm still in queue. By the way, I am. Tech, what number are you in the queue? What does this mean? I don't think I've ever done like a live updates thing before. Interesting. Get a queue check. Oh, they have. I just never paid attention to it. Got it. Got it. Chat. Don't yell at me, chat. Oh, some other cool things I was looking at the other day. I want to say it was like if you yeah, you're only two to get on it. Yeah. So a cool thing we look out for if you're a cold snap enjoyer, you can literally. Is it this one? No, there's one that's like specific to this. What's it, cold snap? What is it? Or does it search like vol cold snap? Is that the issue? Right here, chilling wind. 4 of these cards gives you a level 21, 20 quality vol cold snap. XDD Bree, welcome to the club. But yeah, so I thought this was cool just to like keep in mind. I don't think it's gonna be super expensive. I don't think it ever really is. But we could just do this if we don't, like, once we get to like maps or whatever, or the ability to equip it. I think it's like you have to be like level 70 to be able to use it. So that's pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. XCD Abby's here in the chat as well. Welcome, welcome everybody. Someone followed a little while ago, but they didn't say anything. But I appreciate you for being here. Thank you anyway. Do you have drops on? Drops should be enabled for the stream. I'll go double check real quick. But they won't actually turn on until I think the league launches. Oh my god, is Mathel cosplaying Asada right now? That's so fucking funny. Okay. I love Mathel's little cosplays he always has. They're really poorly done. But that's part of the fun part for it. Let me go double check the drop thing. I had it enabled for the live stream of the patch, and I never turned it off, so I imagine it's still on, but I will check. I think it's under rewards. Drops. Yeah, there you go. Oh. Drops are enabled. So as soon as they are available, you should see it like populate under the title and whatnot. If you go RF, what kind of RF are you gonna go? RF Chieftain, RF Elementalist, RF Scion? Chieftain. Gonna break the RF cycle and start cold dot. Yeah, we love breaking it. Nah, Scion's good. I like Scion a lot. Tyler, I think, is doing RF Scion as well. And honestly, if I was playing RF this league, I probably would try the Elementalist version just because new shiny thing. I already played RF Chieftain leagues ago. I don't want to play like the same build over and over again if I can avoid it. Yeah, they get the access to explosion, but you can get like an Ori the Thinned to essentially get explosion on your in pretty much any other character. You can also just get like a curse on hit. Was it Asinus gloves? The ones that cause explode with cursed creatures or whatever. And that'll also supplement for like the explodes. Obviously, Chieftain has the best explodes, but Chieftain also has just like the lowest ceiling. You could still obviously scale it relatively well, but if you want to do like super scaling, Scion's where it's at. Chieftain is definitely the best play for new players, though. I will say that. I agree. Our Chieftain is the best spot for new players, or people who are just trying to like learn something. And we still have like an hour and 20 minutes. I just want this tournament to start going down already. I want to play. I need to close off some of these tabs. Too many things open. Perfect. Anyone here hanging out, if they have any questions about my build, or if they have questions about what they should be doing because you're still looking at like 4 different builds and you have no idea what you're doing, I mean, we can talk about it. I was in Reddit earlier, help people trying to decide stuff, or just like answering general questions because I'm here to help. Got a little bit of time because once the league starts, I don't want to hear your questions ever again. That's not true. But I will be less likely to review like POBs and stuff like that once I hear But yeah, once the league starts, I'll probably do less like POV review stuff and whatnot. So pretty hype. Bree, are you already in queue? What number did you land in queue? Everyone in chat, as a reminder, make sure to have your filters already updated. She is in town. Oh, did you load up her computer for her to get her in queue? Or are you like just a bad husband? Or is she not planning on playing tonight? It's not gonna matter. Oh, is she like gonna be in town for like a while? I think going out to eat on launch night couldn't be me. That's Thursday behavior. Friday is DGen behavior. You know what's a good unique item? I don't think I'll need it because I'll have Stone Golem, but I like Kikazaru early. Kikazaru is really nice. I think this is fine. This is plenty of stuff. I'm not gonna. I want to say I had 6 chaos at the end of the campaign. Obviously, I have more because I'm doing heisting, or I hope I have more because I'm doing heisting. But we'll be all right. You hire Mercs Act 1, or are you just gonna wait and just loot them? Yeah. So every league, I'm always like, I'm not gonna interact with the mechanic until after maps because that just slows me down. But in every league, I just interact with the mechanic every chance I get, and it'll slow me down. So I'm probably going to try to hire mercs, but if I don't like what they're doing, or have a cool merc already, I'll probably steal some items. I'm going to fight them either way. I'm going to fight every merc, 100%. Yeah, as soon as I mean, if there's one in the coast, I'll fight him in the coast. But when I'm battling off Roas in the mudflats, I'm gonna be fighting mercs too. Yeah. Uh, like I said, like I've said many times, we are more vibes per hour now. Is there a new term we're using? So we just kind of do what we like, and I like that's what the new mechanic. I think it's cool. I understand it's not the most optimal play for like being a top tier gamer, but that's not what we're here for. We're here to have some fun. Also, honestly, I think my build might be actually pretty good at fighting mercs because we already use frostbite or not frostbite, frostbomb, which will help a lot with the healing regeneration that some of the more supportive mercs do. And not a lot of builds will be able to handle that early on, unless they do like obviously they carry the frostbomb themselves, which is not super hard to do. It's just I don't think a lot of people are going to choose to do that. But I'm pretty excited. I watched the I want to say Ziggy D's video this morning, last night. I don't know. I've been having weird sleep issues. Like I woke up at like 3 o'clock this morning, and I've been up since then. So I'm confusing which days are which. I watched Ziggy D's video, and it was pretty informative about like how the mercs work and stuff, and like what to expect. Yeah, it might just be one of those things where I'm just old. I don't know how old you are, Tech, but that's what my like wife says. She said you're just an old man who doesn't need a lot of sleep. Um. Oh, we're about the same age then. We're up there, 37. So it could just be an old thing. You just need less sleep as you get older. To be fair, I've always had kind of weird sleep things where like if I wake up in like the middle of the night, like my mind just like activates and it's hard for me to go back to sleep most of the time. So I think it's like ADHD or something like that. I don't know if I got tested for anything, but I'm assuming it's something to do with that. Need some GHB in me. Hypodepressant. Okay, I was like, I don't know what this is. Got it. Yeah, I can't remember the last time that I had like double-digit hours of sleep in like a row without like waking up and doing stuff in between. Like I've had times where I would sleep a little bit and then like wake up for a couple hours and then sleep like a lot more, but not like uninterrupted sleep. Even we used to take like my wife used to take melatonin like supplements for like sleeping, and I would still just wake up sometimes. It'd just be like that sometimes. Chat. Any old gamers in the chat? Old. All right. So far we got Jared who's going uh, SRS into Chains of Command, and then Tex following me. Tyler's going RF, Scion, Breeze undecided. We're all over the place. Oh, got it. That'll do it. All right, Ludicrous, I see you in the chat. I see you sitting there. What builds are y'all going? I have to know. Talpian was the sedative and doesn't work on me anymore. I don't think I can have Talpian. I don't have like any other PM stuff like that. We have like just regular Tylenol for like pain management stuff sometimes. That's about it. It's gonna be horrible with SRS. I really don't like SRS, but I hope Mercs make it feel better. Yeah, just get a Merc that'll carry you. Problem solved. If build feel bad, get lucky, get good Merc. Obviously, you have to beat him first, and build feel better. I would love to get to the point to where the mercenary actually. I would love it if they actually could do my cursing for me. That would be really sweet. Because I don't want to press buttons. Honestly, you could probably get them like. I wonder if you can give them like curse on hit rings and get like someone that just does like an AoE thing and have them just curse on hit like a bow, like split arrow bow or whatever. That'd be pretty sweet. And then obviously anything with additional auras would be really nice. But I don't really. I mean, I can obviously pick a damage guy and be fine, but it's whatever. You can't change their gem. Yeah, but I could give him like a ring with a delve mod on it, right? The curse on hit like frostbite kind of thing. So that'll work. And obviously, you need to have someone that has already a natural skill that is good at spreading curse. Just find a Merc that has like Vol Arc. Because I saw that they use their Vol skills, and it's not based on souls. It's based on more of like a cooldown thing. Also, it would be exciting. I hope someone drops like the data mine stuff. I would love to see. Ooh, QEDB down? No, okay. I would love to see more of more of like the ruin graphs. All right, it's down, guys. Like we have some already listed in here, obviously. Oh wait, there's a lot more in here. There's TBA. Oh, okay, we got the names at least. I wish this one didn't say cast at marked target. Because I feel it's annoying to have to mark someone and then be able to cast your Nova spell. If this didn't say marked target, I would love to play like a Vortex. Vortex I can just cast around the map. I think it'd be really cool. Obviously, you can use like Astral Projector Ring, but that ring is not great besides that one stat, so. Oh, oh. These just the same ones we already knew about. Looks like it. I'm trying to think if that one would be good, but I don't think it is. I think this one would be fun to build around. There's gotta be some build that would love to use this. Like you can obviously put it in like any of those weapons that give you like scales automatically, like Whispering Ice. Oh, true. I probably should put a timer up. Do. Man, I had one made before, and I think I deleted the scene, so we're just gonna have to wing it, chat. That makes it smaller. Can I crop it? Let's find out. Transform. Oh, that's 500. Oop. Okay, so I can crop it. Does that look good? Nice, that did look good. Right? Also 500. Perfect. Top looks a little shorter, but let's go with 400. Ooh, my guessing is pretty good. This 500. Nope, that's too much. 400. 450. That's pretty good. And obviously we don't make it like smaller or something. Let's put this over here. By the way. Put it here next to my face. Here. That's good enough. We're professional streamers, chat. Oh wait, there is an SRS merc that might feel really good. Just another merc to cast like SRS. Let's make wild assumptions at what these could be. Angler, there's a fish in one. We knew it. Which mark? It'd be cool if you could mark with spells with this one. Right now, you can only mark with like attacks. At farm marketers. Okay. Wait, so are we? You can only use one of them at once. I forgot. The ruins. I want to say the ruins. Let's hover over real quick. I don't think it's limited. Yeah, I think you can use all. I can't actually remember now. Now you make me question. I assumed you can use all of them, but I think you can only use like one of each. Like you can't have like 6 of the gem graft ones. That's what my assumption was, but replace it. There's no limit to the total number of roam grass that can be applied. However, only one of each type can be applied. So yeah, so you can have all the roam grass if you want. You only have one of each. That's really nice. Yeah. So you can try it out a little bit. I like it a good amount. Um, like I said, I think there could be some interesting ones, and that's what I was telling Tyler before the stream started. I was like, "Come on, data mine people, find the information, get it out here. What if there's like a last minute pivot I want to make for something cool?" But the likelihood is, if there's not one specifically good for Wintertide, my second build will probably be based around whatever kind of cool ruin graph there might be. That being said, the other Fortress one might be good as like an early game thing. Not like super early game, obviously, more like a mid game. But like if you're not stacking attributes, but you have just like a lot of like defenses from other things that are not attribute related, the 40% increase global attributes or global defenses is pretty nice. What's your all right, chat? What's y'all strategies for like league start? What do y'all do? Do y'all just day one? Y'all just trying to get the maps, or are you like a speed Andy? You like finish 4 hours and you're like going to sanctum kind of thing? What do y'all do on day one, or even like throughout the weekend? Like, what's your main farming thing you enjoy? You have like an hour to kill before the league launch happens. I was just posting pictures of ramen. Close off some tabs. An hour seems so long. I'm excited. I want to play now. You check? I'm still in. Oh, I guess you can't see because where my head's at. I now realize that. Um, well, you can see like the main thing. Oh, wait, you can see it. No, you can see the number. That's fine. That's fine. You don't need to see the whole word. Also, remember for Twitch drops once the league launches, there's one Twitch drop for this week and another one for next week. So it's like 2 weeks of drops. And then during those 2 weeks, there's also the whole like Zana Portal gifted thing. So you have to like gift 2 subs to any streamer streaming the Path of Exile, and you should unlock the portal. How soon do you? How expensive is Chains of Command early? Do you know? On a typical basis, or is like no one running Chains of Command, and it's like super common? UKS normally? Hell yeah! Can you run it on like a 4 link, or do you have to like 6 link it or anything? Obviously, you get the skill gem from it. You don't have to link. I'm sorry, socket. How many sockets are required to do the build? I know you don't. I know the links don't matter. Oh, you have to have all 6. That's rough. Ad break. Or chat, while we're in an ad break, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna refill my water and run to the restroom and whatnot. Entertain yourselves. Following Captain Lance and I'm. Oh wait, we're talking about stuff. Oh wait, my headset's not on. All right, camera on. Nice. Yeah, uniques for AG, especially on the top end. Obviously, in the comments stuff like Lyricast is probably gonna be fine and whatnot, because it's pretty commonly dropped. But like the top end stuff that people would use fish for, like Kingmaker and all that kind of stuff, there's no way that stuff's gonna shoot up with the price because not only are people gonna want stuff for their merc, um, more people are probably gonna be playing AG now as well because you don't lose the items. There's even people who previously were like not including AG in their build, but are now doing it for just like the extra like auras and stuff or like extra effects. So yeah, like the upper items for it, I think will be pretty annoying. Early on, you'll probably struggle with getting like items like day maybe 1 and 2, unless you're like really currency efficient, obviously. But I think it'll be fine. Like most of the common items will be fine after like day 3. But who knows? I mean, we don't know what kind of numbers we're gonna look at. This could be like a huge PoE league. So, and there's obviously a bunch of new players if they come in for PoE 2 and whatnot. So we'll see how things go. I heard talk about RF when I was cooking. What else is going RF in the chat? Who else is going RF in the chat? I think just your wife. Needs to be right back already though. Starting as Scion to scale easier in a late game, also kind of following Captain Lance's builds. Oh, Tyler! Oh, I'll wait for him to come back. He's gone. Asinus? The gloves? Or the hat? Or third option that I'm unaware of? I don't know what AGs typically. Yeah, for Curse and Explode. Yeah, that's what I was talking to someone about that earlier. About how like you don't necessarily need to play RF. Oh, I think we were just literally earlier. I think it was Tech who's still here in the background. Assets is pretty good for RF and stuff like that. If you need like a little explode before without going chieftain, good early game until you get like Warrior thinned. I wonder if there's a like. I'm so excited to like learn more about the mercenaries. Uh, I'm really interested to see if they get stuff like +1 curse. Like, can I have him have 2 curses without having to give him like an item that get more curses, kind of thing? Obviously, you can probably give him like a Doedris or whatever, right? Or the one that scales with power charges if he's able to get power charges, that kind of stuff. I just wonder what kind of limits. I'm gonna be doing some weird stuff with mercs later on. You can give them anoints on items, so they can still view like like the character still views the original passive tree, and they have their own. It's not like a kind of thing, so they can pull like anoints out. That's pretty sweet. That means you could even give them like the anointed gear for like the blight stuff, like the blight boots and whatnot that you can anoint onto. If you're going for like multiple different anoints you want, pretty cool. Oh, I didn't buy a pack like I wanted to originally, so we'll work with that later, I guess. I do want to eventually build around this, but I think it's gonna be like hella fucking expensive. Because I think it's gonna drop. It's gonna be like a tier 0 unique dropping from like one of the new bosses, and a lot of people think it's cool, so that it's gonna be like a high demand kind of thing. I think. Thank you for following Low 72. That sounds familiar. I wonder if that's one of our friends. They have a very similar name on like Discord. Thanks for following though, bud. Appreciate it. If you are not the friend that I'm thinking of, and you are a regular chatter, excited for the new league, what kind of build you're gonna go? And if you are the one that is our friend, just hello. You don't get extra comments. I want to see what mercs people come up with. Yeah, a lot of people were looking into like what unique items they want to kind of fit on their merc stuff like that. I have like a couple ideas, but I wasn't gonna go like super deep into it. Obviously, I can do like more of that later. LOL, it's me. What's up? What's up, Marlo? Tyler just said be right back because his cat's knocked over stuff, so it's mostly just me and people you probably don't know. We're all vibing for the next, whatever the timer says, right in this area. 50 minutes. Marlo, I noticed that you have Amazon Prime. If you don't already use your Prime subscription with someone and you want to give some Bezos bucks to this guy, make sure to hit that subscribe button. That'd be really cool. Bezos bucks. Marlo's here, Tyler. Bezos bucks. Also, for anyone else who's here, like I said, this is the time to chill while we're chilling. Any Amazon Primers, feel free to give me your money. Hey, thank you, Low72, for the Prime. Appreciate it. I'm gonna be rich. I'm also very interested to see if there's a difference between like monetary value between a regular subscriber and like an Amazon Prime subscriber. Also, Marlo, it gives you one of the cool badges. You were one of the first 10 people to subscribe to the channel, so you get a founder badge. A little first next to your thing. I think I have like 6 of those left. I think I only have 4 subscribers so far. Heck yeah, cool badge. Yeah, very cool. Hydrate. Man, I just drank water. I'll do it again. I'm doing it. You'll do it again, Mr. Streamer Man. Bam. I just did it. Don't get annoying with it though, because I'll just raise it up in price. Speaking of which, for channel points, I'm not okay. I'm banning Abby. Where's the timeout button? Good calling you for my water. Yeah. Speaking of channel points, though, make sure you save some channel points. We will be doing a gamble pretty early on. So in Act 2, when we do our first corrupt thing, can you gift me a sub, please? You can get the free MTX. Thank you. Don't if you're gonna gift subs to anybody in the chat, don't do it just yet. Wait for the drops to be live. I don't think it counts if the drops aren't live yet, and I don't think they go live until the league actually launches. So just hold your gifted subs if you're doing it, so that you get your 2 subs for the free MTX. But yeah, we'll be doing a gamble guaranteed in Act 2 at the temple to corrupt our cold snap. So keep that in mind. My posture's already really good, but thank you for the reminder. Planning on handing out too when they go live. XDD business. Hell yeah. We love an XDD business. Do we not have the XDD business emote? Or just not show up on my little thing for me? Oh, why is it all lowercase? I don't like that one. Todd, fix this one. This is the one I want. I'm gonna add it. Don't worry, I got it, guys. uh, let's see. XD business. I see it. What the? So good. Fine financial prep plan. Want to see the final version? Yeah, go ahead. We have 45 minutes to burn. You want to show POBs? This is the time to do it. Once the league launches, I will not be looking at POBs for the rest of the night because I'll be grinding. But right now is a good time to show it. Oh right, Tyler, can you permit Lovable Lily? Lily, we put on blocking hyperlinks. And we have permission for it though. Or Tyler, if you need me to do it, let me know. I just don't know if you want to try it or not. Wow. Yeah. True. True and base. I'll do it. Tyler seems busy or we're delayed. I don't know. All right, you should have 60 seconds to try. Oh, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. All right, let's turn that feature off. We're going back, chat. Thank you for being the guinea pig, lovable Lily. I appreciate you testing out the new features that I'm trying to enable. Let's just you know what? I don't think people are gonna send bad hyperlinks. You should be good now. Try one more time, or potentially more times. Okay, that worked out. Not as a link though. Copy and paste. What is this? Oh, oh, darn it. Oh, you're still on the eviscerate plan. Yeah, that's also what the bots do to the game. Abby says hydrate again. All right, hold on. Let me hydrate real quick. We'll look at this POB. We're using Vol Smite just for like the calling strike pretty much in the buff. I can do hydrate 15 times. Hold on 1 second, guys. No, you can't. All right. It's gonna put a cooldown recovery earlier. Redeem. Ramen was delicious. All right, looking at this. What is the main difference between this one and the one you showed me before? I'll have this up on a different screen just so I can kind of see them together. Oh, you're no longer using a barracks? That's the first thing I noticed. This one has a lot more jewels on it. What the fuck do you take it off? I added some clusters, yeah. You also added flasks. Barracks is still there for mapping. Okay, that's fair. You pretty much made a cluster tree instead of a regular one. Oh, you went out this way? Are you picking up the apparently POB it isn't updated here, but you pick up this cluster right here for the damage over time? Nice. I love that cluster so much. I think it's really good. You also got another curse. Oh, dude, you took away the curse. You don't have additional curse anymore. No more jewel. Or sorry, you added a jewel. Oh, you don't have this block wheel anymore? I think it's a block wheel, right? Oh, not there. Here? Yeah. This is such a okay. So Tyler will like this tree better because so this is a tree, Tyler. If you can see it, which I mean, it goes obviously a wild place, but this is what it was before, where it does the same thing, but it also then curls back up right into here. Tyler hates trees like this. I closed the thing off, didn't I? That was my bad. I was looking at that. What is the damage? What are the differences in the big numbers up here? You've added a good bit of damage, like 14 mil. You're also tankier. EHP slow. Oh, is the other one's chaos inoculation? EHP is weird and chaos inoculation. Got it. Hell yeah. It looks good. I mean, it looked good the first time. So, Wizard Dooms, yeah, that is better than what you made that one time. I went Glancing Blows as well, so it's no longer immortal while mapping, but it's still very comfy. I mean, Glancing Blows with like Aegis is just it feels good. I mean, it's fine. Obviously, it's worse against like really big hits because you take damage from big hits. But like against smaller monsters, you're just who cares? You take a little bit of damage. You're gonna be regenerating so much stuff up. Plus, just you end up using anyway. Burning damage and fire. Fall rejuvenation, waste infliction. The usual burning game like stuff. Nice. Give me back hydrate, please. I won't use it for evil. For getting us started. 20 of what is that? What is this? What did you do, Abby? Did you do a cheer? Abby, did you spend money? Abby, you don't need to cheer. We share the same bank account. You're just giving Twitch money to talk to me. Thank you for following Dog of the Prairie. Appreciate the follow. Welcome to. I do need to figure out something. People say welcome to something. Welcome to something. Happy launch day. Did I miss Marshall message? Oh, I did because I was talking to Abby. Hey, Marshall, happy launch day. Anybody interested? This is Lily's CI Eviscerate Elementalist. I believe it's Ignite based, right? Yeah. Also, Rocco just showed up for Rocco time. If there's any Rocco enjoyers in the chat, he's here now. If he doesn't give us hydrate back, he will pay for it. Literally. We are literally paying for it, yeah. I'll give it back. I'm gonna put it on cooldown though, I think. Oh, okay, actually Rocco said I can't touch anything on my computer right now. I'll show chat. He's just laying on my mouse in my hand. So Rocco said I can't do it. Them's the rules. As you can see, my screen's now becoming an amalgamation of stuff. What is that ring? Oh, thanks for the follow. I'm just gonna call you Shem. Polaric Devastation. Oh, this one right here? That's what they meant. Yeah, this is Polaric Devastation. Sorry. Lily, you should be able to push your POV again if people want to look at it, and if you want to share it, obviously. Yeah, good old Polaric. Alright, Rocco. Abby says she needs her hydrate thing. Come lay in the bed. I'm not falling for the no link thing again. It's off. The feature is still off. You can't bait me twice. I technically I did bait you twice. You posted twice and it didn't work. You look fairly similar in the small screen. Yeah, that's fair, especially if it's a small screen. Rocco says he doesn't want to lay in the bed. He's in my face right now. Rocco, I have to go put the hydrate thing back on. I'm gonna make it more points, actually. Let's do that. It says viewers earn 220 points per hour on average. Subs earn a multiplier of 2x. We're gonna go 500. There you go, Abby. I've raised the price. I've raised the price. I gotta raise the price on this one too. Inflation's a bitch. Hello, all the new people to the stream. While we're just hanging out, waiting for our league to launch, first let's make sure that Rocco didn't mess up my thing. Q check for everyone. But yeah, we're kind of just hanging out, vibing. If you have a POB you want to share, I'll hydrate in a second once I'm done on Rocco. If you have a POB you want to share, or you want to talk about your build, or you have any questions about my build, feel free to let me know. All that kind of stuff. Also, for any Prime subscribers, feel free to give me your Bezos bucks if you have one available and you'd like to support the stream. And if not, you might get lucky later. At Dr. Tyler, Crabbigal, what build are you guys doing? Abby isn't playing because she hates PoE. I was like, why message pop up? And I was like, oh, right, there's an automated message pops up like every 15 minutes. There's going to be another one pops up soon, too, I think. But, I mean, I'm going my same build that I've talked about, Wintertide, still. I think Tyler's going RF Scion, if I remember correctly. Rocco didn't like that. I put him down. Rocco, let me drink the hydrate before I forget about it, and then I'll pick you back up. This is getting more chaotic with me trying to drink this giant thing and Rocco hitting the microphone. One drink every 2.5 hours seems legit. Yeah, unknown to chat. This isn't water. This is all vodka. No, I don't actually drink alcohol that often. I'm not a big fan of it. You can't hit the keyboard. You're gonna you're gonna hit some kind of hotkey, and it's gonna like just mess. It's gonna log me out. I'm gonna get off the screen real quick. I don't want you I don't want you to cancel my queue. Get me out of here. All right. You're right. I should go make a drink. We love drinking. Abby does hate Pee Wee though. She doesn't want to play. Tyler's wife though will be playing supposedly, and she's either going to be playing my build or RF Chieftain, I believe. $72080. Is that a zip code? What are we doing here? Position in queue. Oh, right. That is a large number. Oh, are we at 72K? That's a crazy number. I think the latest I've ever been is when Tyler missed out. Abby has just been spending money. Thank you for the bits, Abby. Appreciate the extra money, Twitch. Look how cute this emote is. It's like a little unicorn pops out. That is cute. Yeah, I want to say Twitch actually recently added like a thing, like a combo thing. It's kind of like the TikTok live stream NPC stuff where it's like, yes, thank you for the ice cream. Like that kind of stuff, vibes. Fortunately, I had to drop the kids off with family, so I missed the beginning of the queue. Yeah, I actually, Jared, I didn't think it was started when it did. Jared was like, queue's up, and I was like, oh shit. And then I was able to do like 13,000. Yummy ice cream. Thank you. That Tyler, you don't like that? Rocco. Rocco, you're being chaotic. Yummy bits. Fair, I don't think people are going to be giving me bits very often. Please don't do this. All right, chat. If you give me bits for today only, I'll be an NPC. Today only, though, at wife's request. Chat, give them no bits. That's also fine. Honestly, guys, you don't have to subscribe or donate money or give bits or anything like that.
Crabigale Sadical cheered Dex 100 Dance Monkey.
I bet you didn't realize that it does a text to speech for a certain amount of bits. But it does. But you don't have to do that kind of stuff if you don't want to. You just being here, interacting with the channel, following, that's all great. I appreciate every little bit that everyone does. As I've said many times at the end of my streams, I really enjoy the community so far. I'm glad that we're kind of like building it. Hey, do it. I'm not dancing. Oh, you want like the yummy bits? Thanks for the bits. That what you wanted? Okay, done. Done. That being said, please stop giving bits. You're using my own money to give Twitch money to give me money. Also, you can clip stuff. Evo's sad. Tyler said, "I will never clip that." Also, Abby, look, you're on the leaderboard. You're number 1 for bits right now.
Crabigale Sadical cheered Dex 100.
Oh, we're taking an ad break, Abby. You want me to do it after the ads, or you want to do it before the ads, or like while the ads are happening? Sorry, not obviously before. Okay, so let me know when the ads are up. I guess I'm not timing it. I think Rocco's finally he's out of the door now. Nice. For any newcomers to the chat, my wife is being unusually unhinged today, and I fully enable her to be unhinged. So we're not usually this chaotic, but we're here for it. It reading the message is so pleasing to me. Yeah, I have it set to I think a minimum of 50 bits. It'll read like a message. I don't remember. I'll have to go check. I did a bunch of changes yesterday because I just got all these features. Donations will also trigger. I think it's like $2 donation to trigger the TTS. And unfortunately I didn't see one that reminded me of Gladys, so I just stuck with Brian for the TTS voice. But for newcomers, we are about 28 minutes away from launch. If you want to talk about your build, if you have questions, if you're uncertain what build you should do, anything like that, let me know. Just talk in the chat. I'm happy to help you decide what you want to do. If you have questions about my build specifically, perfect. Hydrate again. You're gonna run out of stuff. Honestly, originally I was thinking about giving Abby like just a crazy amount of channel points because like she's my wife. But now I'm not gonna do that. So there you go. I'm not even doing a big hydrate for it because I've drank too much water. I'm so full of water. I'm tired of water. I'm gonna turn that redemption off, I think, again. She said she wouldn't use it for evil, but she's been doing only evil with it. There, talked it for you. That being said, I am interested if other people can clip. So Tyler, whenever Bree actually makes it home and does stuff, or you can get Douglas or whoever to do it, see if they have the clip option. I must spend $5. Stop buying bits. Do not, Abby. You have no. I'm gonna time you out. I'm gonna time you out for like the rest of the day. But it's so fun. You're wasting money to give me half part of the money. All we're doing is losing money. I don't even know how much I get from bits, which is funny, but obviously we're just wasting, just throwing money to the wind. I narrowed it down to either Elementalist something, Occultist Cold Dot, Peacock Pathfinder, something something Champ, Guardian Armor Stack, Domblow. That's not really. I mean, I guess for you it's narrowing it down, right? Your list is usually like 20. Elementalist something. I could suggest Wintertide brand. I think it's pretty sweet. But honestly, any Elementalist build I'm pretty happy for. I think a lot of the hit based stuff is really cool, especially you do like a lot of shaper things. I kind of want to mess around with like Elementalist Fizz Dot and see how that goes. I'm not sold on Occultist being strong enough for anything. And Chaos Dot, while it got buffed, I don't know if it got enough buffs for me to care about it. Peacock's always fun. I love Peacock Pathfinder. Classic build. Champ I'm kind of over with, unless you want to go into like, aura stacking kind of a like support for your merc. But obviously I think Guardian's just better at that. Don't want a Wintertide brand, but I want Armageddon brand or Penance brand. I didn't play much in the recent leagues. Is Uber Lab pretty tough now? Also, where are you going to go for your 4th Ascendancy? Did I not put that in the updated POB? Chat. Let's double check it. I didn't. So there's a couple of different ways you can approach it for where you want to go for your 4th point. The easiest solution would just be to go to Bastion of Elements. It adds tankiness, gives you elemental immune for like different things. The only other one that I think is worthwhile, well, I guess there's a couple that are worthwhile, right? Well, actually, no, there's really only one. Shape of the Storms will give you more damage against specifically like bosses and stuff. Obviously, you won't get the effect of the hit, so like you won't, like your Wintertide brand won't be shocking. But your cold snap, when you usually hit it on like tough rares or bosses, that is a hit and will apply the shock, and the shock will give you increase the damage taken by your Wintertide brand. So if you want extra boss DPS, this will be good. Um, in the same vein, stuff like Shaper of Flames will make you tankier against bosses. These are old nodes, by the way. Let's pull up the tree. Sorry, this right here. So shocks from your hits will always increase damage taken by 25%. So once you shock them, your Wintertide brand will 25% more damage, which is pretty cool. I think it should work that way. Obviously, PoB is calculating the damage a little bit, so hopefully it works that way. And then if you want to be tankier, Shaper of Flames is pretty decent. But the generic one that will work no matter what is Bastion of Elements. And if you want like a little more defense, elemental immunity, that kind of stuff. I always make my decision as my first character. Yeah, I'm usually like the queue's going down. There's like 100 people left, and then I'll make the decision then. But since I decided content creation this time, I was like, I'm going to try to lock into a build early. But yeah, the other thing is, and like I said, I haven't tested it yet, and depending on how the Wintertide stuff goes, I mean, so before, for people who are here and haven't heard my spiel all the other times, before the buffs to Wintertide, before this patch, before the changes to Elementalist and all that kind of stuff, Wintertide was already good enough to get you all your watchstones. Like, so you can complete your Atlas, you can get your watchstones. Its difficulty was scaling beyond that, which was like scaling into Uber, scaling into like T17s, and like, you know, Rogue Exile juiced content kind of stuff. That was difficulty. So if you view this as a league starter and nothing else, as you, hey, I just want to go watchstones, build some currency for my second build kind of thing, you're gonna have a great time. The part that I'm unknown about is, does the buffs and the changes to Elementalist bring us to that threshold where we can do Ubers really easy, to where we can like go into like T17s, which is why I didn't make late game POBs for people, because I was like, I don't know that answer yet. I don't want to tell you, hey, it looks like it can, and then people get there and they're like, you were wrong. It's shit. So I want to test it out. I plan on doing updates whenever I have like a big update. I'll release it on YouTube as a video to be like, hey, this is what my day 1 looks like. This is what my day 3 looks like. This is what my week looks like. That kind of stuff. But there have been a lot of buffs to Cold Dot. Elementalist, I think, is an overall buff to like especially the damage of Cold Dot compared to Occultist. I think Occultist is honestly, I think Occultist is just overall worse. I know there's other content creators who are like really locked in on Cold Dot being great on this, but I think it's just better on Elementalist for like every reason. I guess the one argument you could have is like, hey, if I'm going armor and block, you probably want the Vile Bastion node, but you could just take that with the Fervent Flesh of Flame Jewel and enjoy it over here. Like this is 15% more cold damage, but you can get like 30% more elemental damage for with Convergence when you need it. The immunity to chill and frozen isn't as big of a deal, because I run period of elements early. Thinking of gone RF with Scorching Ray, Ellie Golems, but looking at your progress with brands in parallel. So I was telling, because I have a lot of people in chat who are RF fans, including my mod Tyler. RF mentioned. If I were to play an RF build right this league, I probably would do RF Elementalist. Not necessarily because I think it's going to be the greatest. I mean, I think it would be really good, honestly, because you can even look at like Captain Lance 9. I want to say he's leveling as RF Elementalist once he gets RF, like level 20-ish area, until he switches to like his Poisonous Concoction later on in like maps and stuff. But he's leveling through campaign, I think, for the most part, as RF. Golems would be awesome with the Golems. I'm assuming that one of those words is meant to be RF. Yeah, RF is going to be good with the Golems. I mean, you get a lot of sustain from them. You get a lot of damage over time. Like, that's one of the reason I'm like, yeah, I don't see a reason to go Occultist for the Cold Dot. Like, the Golems are just so strong. Even if your argument is like, hey, later on they'll die a lot, the pathing I have, you can make him so much tankier. So, like, you have this right here to give him Chaos Rest to almost cap their Chaos Resistance. You have these nodes right here to give them a bunch of PDR, and they're immune to elemental damage. So, like, you don't need to worry about that part. You just need PDR and Chaos Res, and you're pretty good. You can obviously give them like meat shield or stuff like that later on. You can go into like minion clusters. Tyler, ban it. We need to find a way to stop ASCII stuff. Thank you, Tyler. How to ban ASCII characters Switch. Automod or manual blocking features. Automod allows you to block permanent phrases. Add the ASCII character you want to block. So you just have to add like every ASCII character. I'll figure that out at a later time. But yeah, so like if you need, if your big worry everyone's having is, oh, are they gonna be tanky enough? I think you have plenty of resources on, and not for much points. Later on, I eventually go out here. By the way, I know the street doesn't show that, but like you'll go here anyway. Yeah, like I don't mind those kind of things, but I don't want like the big long like pictures of dicks and stuff in the chat. I don't mind table flipping. That's fine. I'll just keep an eye out and try to ban if that happens. That's actually the first time it's happened though, so weird. I forgot what I was talking about. Thinking about going RF Scorching Ray, LA Golems. Yeah, like I said, I think both are good. I think also generically, Elementalist does a lot of like damage over time stuff. You're pretty good. Yeah, I've got one of those. Yeah, I did it. I did it. I'm on TV. I also think this node right here is really good for RF because you don't care about the skill effect duration. So the damage over time and the cast speed's kind of lame. I don't think cast speed really matters. Does it affect Scorching Ray? Scorching Ray is technically a channeling spell, but it automatically does it. Does it just do more ticks per second with cast speed? Maybe this isn't that good for RF. I mean, these nodes are still good though, right? This is just damage over time stuff. I know it packs like regular channeling stuff. I didn't know if Scorching Ray was different. So that's sweet. So this node, yeah, so this is good if you're going Scorching Ray Elementalist. This is just a good node. And you're lucky going over here anyway, so you're kind of going to be close to it. And yeah, the big issue people had with like RF Elementalist in previous patches is just not tanky enough or like enough survivability. But with the golem buffs, like I think you're going to be just fine. And what I've told everyone is, Elementalist offers such a, like a large amount of variety to like the package it brings that if your starter build doesn't go super well, you can likely change to something very similar for not a big cost. And like even early on, like I want to say, because you would probably do it around here. Like you could use, obviously you wouldn't go over this way and grab these nodes. You'd probably go more towards the fire stuff because you want to get up here. So I take off this side of the tree and just go up here or whatever the fire one you want. I think it's this one. Yeah, this one. Do the fire mastery instead. But like this is just generic good tree. Generic good tree, guys. And then obviously go here as well, and but you want to do the golem. So just cut off this part over here, and you pretty much have you an RF Elementalist tree. Obviously adding in this. And I guess you could add in this if you want for a little bit extra because you want the fire res and stuff. But yeah, if you're doing damage over time, pretty easy. There's lots of people who are going to be in chat who are playing RF stuff. So far, I've got someone who's interested in Chieftain, someone who's interested in Scion, someone who's interested in Elementalist. You're all doing 3 different things, but I'm sure you could all help each other out with like any questions and stuff that pop up. 15 minutes. I'm pretty sure that's what the timer says somewhere. Timer says it there. Yeah, that's better. Right there. Isn't it too tight on timing since Scorching Ray refreshes the stacks for each tick, unlike Blight? I mentioned earlier I wasn't super interested in like Chaos Dot, but I do love Chaos spells. I think Chaos Dot's just in a weird place. I know I got buffs though, so hopefully it works out pretty well. But I love Chaos damage because it goes through, like obviously you don't have to worry about Reflect, it goes through energy shields. The that stupid monster on that unique map. I forgot which one it is, but it's like the one with the proximity shield that just teleports away and like does like freezing wall stuff. You don't have to worry about that with chaos stuff. So it's pretty sweet. You just melt them. Any other questions, comments? Want to share your POBs, share your thoughts before we get into the grind? Like I said, I'm planning to stream for at least 12 hours, so I'll be here doing a degenerate amount of things. Also, YouTube chat. Well, no one's in the YouTube chat right now. Never mind the YouTube chat. I'm so hyped. Yeah, I wonder if they're like so. Sometimes they start the timer a little bit sooner. We'll see. I would love to just start playing now. It's been so long. Also, I'm actually really interested in like more of these things. Like, I wonder how many more unique like modifiers will be on different items. If anything will be like cool for my build specifically, or just something I'm excited for. Like obviously, this node is really good for like exsanguinate mines. If you can get this, that'd be really sweet for you. I want to say there was one they showed. I don't know where it was at. I thought they showed it where like minions do fire damage converted to chaos or something like that. I'm also really interested in this. Might wake with self-cast Stormburst Elementalist. Fuck it, dude. Check his jorts. Pretty sure they're creamed. That's true. They're indeed creamed. Yeah, I mean, if you're playing a caster Elementalist, if your plan goes awry, once again, you have so many options to re-roll into different things. It won't be super hard, especially with the gold being able to be used for refund regret points instead. So it also means that actual regret orbs will probably be cheaper, which would be nice. But I'm really interested in the Fizz.dot stuff. So at some point in this league, I'm probably going to make a Fizz.dot Elementalist. Strength stacking, probably. The chat can't stop me. They can't. Oh, they can't stop me. I looked the wrong way originally. Yeah, that's my other plan for if I hit a wall with cold of the Wintertide, and I feel like I can't make progress with it. I was like, I might just do cold crit BV Elementalist. Just reroll, just respec into that. I'm already going on the outside of the tree, which is where you want to be for most of the BV stuff anyway. Like we're already on this outskirts thing. We easily pick up all these power charge nodes and whatnot. So, but I have a good idea of what I want to do for end game for this. I'm hoping it works out well. I don't want to say what it is because I don't want to bait people into it or have them steal my items, steal my loot. We found issues with the final console build of Settlers of the Atlas. That means it won't be ready for launch. Ooh, console players, rip. You're a Yeah, rip console Andrews. You know, got there besides Tyler, got a cool Tape the Rasa shirt. I need to buy one of these eventually, but I forgot to do it, and I'm not going to do it now because obviously I'm in the middle of a thing. Not a tabby shirt, but I have a Waypoint shirt on. Oh, like the black one with like it's and the waypoints are like blue from like one of the supporter packs. I think I have that one as well. Do I have it in like a hoodie form as well? This one, it's not gonna. I don't think it's an official GG thing. My wife bought it for me for like Christmas or something like that because she's like, "You're really into Path of Exile," and I was like, "True." Speaking of which, I need to hang up the Atlas map. I don't know where it's at right now. She also made an Atlas map. Also have like my mouse pad / game mat is the old Atlas tree, which is really cool. Yeah, I think it came off Etsy too. I think our wives just talk to each other. All right, chat. Last minute warnings. Make sure you have your filter ready on Filter Blade, or if you're using another website or you're making it yourself, whatever, doesn't matter. Filter ready. If you are doing early trades, make sure you get your trade live searches set up. Um, Make sure you have some kind of beverages and snacks around you. So, like, I have my huge water bottle for most things. If I get a little sleepy, I have a gamer fridge right behind me that is a mini fridge, has a bunch of energy drinks in it, plenty of snacks. Make sure you have your regexes. Hydrate, says Tyler. All right. But make sure you have your regexes. Those are pretty good. Am I even saying that right? Is it regex or is it regex? Regex sounds more right. Regexes? That sounds weird to say. Plural version. Also, remember that you can now have 250 characters in the regex, so you can like add a lot more stuff to it now. And PoE.re updated it to where you can actually select 250 now. Actually, I have mine up right here. I probably go copy it while I'm thinking about it. But this is mine right here. If anyone's in chat and they would like it, because I play my build for whatnot, I'm going for all blues because we need those links. Actually, I probably should do a blue-red, so I'll do this right here as well. That's for your Holy Flame Totem in Act 1. After that, you don't really need it, though, so it's not that big of a deal if you don't get it. This is for your shield charge thing, but honestly, it's not super important early on. You don't get this like past your text till Act 3, so any 4 links, any 5 links, any 6 links, both movement speed items, cold wand, cold dot wand, or cold dot in general. So if anyone wants it, let me know. I'll paste it in the chat for you. But this is the website, poe.re. You can kind of make your own if you have other requirements for builds you're doing. That reminds me, I need to... Isn't that a Pokemon? Reggie's? Yeah. Like Regice, Regirock, Regis something. I don't remember what the third one is. Slink, Electric Limeade, or Sour Warhead Watermelon. Is it like a beverage? I'm going on Electric Limeade. Thanks for the follow. Ketamine Kebab. Hey, that's from YouTube, right? Ketamine, you're the person that was talking to YouTube earlier? Let's get some whitest jiggling in the chat for a new follower. Nice. I'm glad you made it. I thought you said you weren't going to make it on time, but looks like you're right under time. Thanks for the whitest jigglings. Great. Let's do a Q check. Let's see who has the highest number in Q. So far, Marshall was 72K. Is anyone else higher than 72K? 37. That's not bad. It could be worse. Honestly, I'm gonna feel real awful if I get in finally and then like it crashes or something. I have to get back out. Yeah, Marshall's winning so far. I know Jarrett is technically before me. I think he's like 10K or 11K. Thanks again for your help and tip. Hey, no problem. Like I said, I'm streaming on both YouTube and Twitch, so whatever one you prefer. And feel free to ask questions, and I'll try to help as best I can. 10K. Jarrett's gonna be in Act 5 by the time I log in. Thanks for following. MC is... Get some whitest jigglins in the chat for another follower. Appreciate it, guys. Appreciate all the love. Don't remind me of Ultimatum League or large queue and crashing when you got in. Yeah, that's why it hasn't happened in a couple of leagues, but I do have mental flashbacks, good PTSD from those leagues because it happened for a couple of leagues in a row, I believe, where they had a lot of issues, people logging in and stuff. Well, we're at 4 minutes and 32 seconds. And then I'm going to switch to the game capture screen instead of like the freestyle screen. But yeah, make sure y'all have all your stuff ready. Filters, drinks and beverages, and snacks. Go run to the restroom. If you gotta run to the restroom real quick, go do that. Get that out of the way. I've already showered today, so I don't have to worry about necessarily doing it later unless I feel gross, and I'll do it again anyway. Make sure you get your build guides ready up, your live searches for if you're doing any early trades. I'm not gonna worry about it until I drop a single Chaos Orb, then I'll worry about early trades. No need for rush. Got my gamer bottle. All right, ban him, chat. Ban him. We don't support that kind of behavior. XDD or not. TMI. Yes, Link, I'm drinking Ghost Energy and have smoked sausages for protein. Fuck, that actually smells really good. Abby, are you stop working? Go. I need you to run to the store. I would actually love some like little smokies and like barbecue sauce. Yeah, Tech is living life. I just yelled at him in Discord. Oh, is Marlo hanging out in Discord with Tyler? Tyler was upset that I wasn't, because usually before I started streaming, me and Tyler would just stream to each other in Discord and like play until both of us get to like maps kind of thing. This is the first league where we're not doing that, and I was like, I'll be in chat if you want me to, but I'm gonna like be deafened. So I'm glad he had his other husband helping him out. Thank you, Marlo, for stepping in. Roast beef Sammy's from Arby's later. That sounds messy, but also delicious. But for my foods, I typically try to have things that are like finger food. For my league launch, I like finger foods. Also, remember if you're planning on giving subs for the Zana portal, I'm pretty sure is a command. Wait until the drops are enabled before you gift any subs. I don't want to waste your gifted subs. Not waste, I mean like I don't want you to feel like you didn't get your value for it. But once again, you do not have to gift anything to the stream. If you're able to, I appreciate it. But you being here and interacting is that's all I really need. Who wants my other sub? Who are you giving your first one to? Good question. Oh, right. I'm actually a little bit surprised you're not giving it to your son, but he isn't here that often, to be honest. Tillamook, which I never had before. Tillamook, I've had their like jerky, I think. Tyler me. Tech wants it. Oh yeah, you said there's some gym. Okay. Yeah, I'll give two as well. Guys, thank you. I appreciate it. But like I said, you don't have to if you don't if you don't feel inclined like you have to do anything. But appreciate like I said, appreciate everyone being here. I'm probably not going to be as emotive once the league starts. I'm going to be trying to like get the grind on, but I will respond to chat as much as I can. It was pretty cool. You're gonna gift one to like the streamers who have never been in my channel. That's pretty funny. I wonder if they're gonna notify like who the hell is the Slinky Shadow? Or are you gifting Tyler's subscriber to their streams? Either way works. Oh, actually, does it work? I wonder if it's like cumulative, or has to be one place. Watch the video. I'm not a rep. Someone who is watching the stream though, let me know once the league launches. If I need to change the title. I need to change the title. Ah! We're no longer doing the other thing I said. We're doing new stuff now. Okay, it hasn't started counting down yet. I don't have to worry about that much. All right, stream should be updated now for title wise. I'll go check YouTube, even though no one's talking over there, but I'll check it anyway. Save. Updated there too. I'm a good streamer. Yeah, we're here for hubby. Totally gonna gift a sub to Pox and Darth. It'll be great. Time to crash in Act 1. Yeah, I'm here for it. Oh, we're counting down. All right, let's switch over to the game capture screen. We no longer need the countdown thing. Pre-rolls are disabled for 38 minutes, so that means that people who are not subs, your ads are disabled for a little bit. Oh wait, is it giving you ad break anyway? Well, at least it happens now before the gameplay actually happens. If there are ads. Someone. We're at 10,000. No ads. Where can I gift my subs? I'm looking at other streamers right now. Oh, y'all can't see because I changed the scenes. But no one else really has the drops enabled thing on. So I think it's just not ready yet. Oh, a couple people do, but most people don't though. Gifted sub. Tier 1 sub to Pox. Thank you for the gifted sub. Appreciate it. Make sure it says drops are enabled. Pox, you're subscribed. Woo! Okay, I refresh and it says drops are enabled. So refresh the stream. Make sure the tagline says drops enabled for it, and then y'all can gift subs if you want to. Once again, you're not forced to gift subs, but you can do that. If you do it, great. I appreciate you. Support the stream helps make me helps let me know a lot of what I do, and I'm really enjoying hanging out with you guys. He was moving, yeah. But yeah, once you refresh, you should be able to see drops enabled. I hope I see it when I refreshed. Jesus, I forgot you were at 72K. Marshall said, "I'll be there eventually." Oh, whoa! My okay. So okay, gifted subs. My own wife is gifting subs to the channel. I don't know who she gifted it to necessarily, but thank you for that. Darth Microtransactions got a gift from Tech. Tyler gave a gift to Mighty Tech. Thank you guys for all the gifted subs. Please just let me support you. Classic. It's with our own money. We share a bank account. It's not the same, but it kind of works. It's like a discounted sub, you know. Lily isn't here. Rip. I think you can still do it. I mean, Pox obviously isn't here, so I think you can still give it to people, Tyler. Or if you want to just give it to someone else, it's also fine. Raise his hand, Marshall. Yeah, Marshall's an OG. Appreciate all the love. Thank you guys. Best of luck in your. We got a hype train going. That's not going to stay for really long. I don't have that many viewers, but way to go! Hype! Can someone explain what the gifting sub thing does? I just be throwing money. It allows people to be sub to the channel as a gift, and what gives them like the same sub reward, so they don't see ads. Once we get their emotes, they'll have special emotes. Right now, if you gift 2 subs and you're like attached to PoE, you get a special MTX portal effect. Thank you for. Okay, I need to learn how to read this better. Thank you, Dog Prairie, for the sub. That's just he subbed himself. Perfect. Appreciate you. You're the best. Thank you, Tyler, for gifting a sub to Marshall. Yeah, you get a drop if you get 2 subs. It's the portal effect. So if you are interested in that portal effect and you want to gift subs, I mean, I'll take it. I'm not gonna say no to money. Got my portal, woo. I'll need to go somewhere later and gift 2 subs to something. I don't think I can gift 2. Can I gift 2 subs for my own channel? Chat. I don't. I'll figure that out later. I'm really close to the Q thing. I want to say I remember seeing a button for it earlier, but I don't see it now. So we'll figure that out later, I guess. I have a hype train going. Oh, I can gift 1 sub, unlock an emote. Gift to a specific user. Gift. I'd like to just gift 2 subs, please. Oh, I'm 500 away. We'll look at this later. Go back to chat. I don't want to see this. I don't want to see this anymore. All right, we're in chat. We're in. Focus up. Create. Not soul self found. This is good. We want this. We're a witch. What is her name? What is her name? I didn't think about this. Oh god, I'm panicking. Alright, there we go. We're Merc Mr. Streamer Man. Typhorus would actually. I think usually I name him Freya. Oh no! 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 100,000! No! Welcome to the content creation. I jinxed it earlier by mentioning it. That's a rip. I'm gonna cry. All right, well, I'm gonna take a second to go get some food and cry. No, I'm not gonna cry, but I think I'm gonna go eat a piece of pizza. I have a little bit of time, so I'll be right back, chat. I'm not looking at hydrate. I'm done. I'll turn the microphone off. No one can see me walk away in sadness. Or the camera off. Alright, I'm gonna get some food. Son of a bitch! Did everyone else crash? Because that made me feel a little better if anyone else crashed. But if no one else crashed, I'm gonna be a little upset. Choo choo. You've earned a hype chest. Open your reward. I'm in chat. I'm on the beach. Son of a bitch. What does the hype chest do? Only visible to me. Batter up emote. Share. None of the streamers I looked at crashed. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Well, I hope you guys are enjoying the content. That's what I'm here for. At least no one clipped it. That's nice. This is very entertaining, I know. I'm in Discord. I mean, a lot of people made their character and got kicked back. Yeah, that's the same thing happened to me. That's why we're now at 85. I was at like 17, 17K originally. Now I'm just eating pizza off camera. Yeah, I'm crying. No, you cannot. If you're enjoying the stream, YouTube. All right, in line item, you screaming. Heyo, Fisk, how you doing? You missed it, but I logged into the game, made my character, and then crashed, so I'm back in queue. We were really talking about it. I was like, I wonder if I'll crash, and then it happened, so sad. Excellent. Also, again, I know I said it like individually, but thank everyone for all the gifted subs. I really appreciate you guys. Even though you're not really making content right now, it's great. Well, I'd like the queue to go faster. I'm almost out of pizza, and it's still at 72. What am I, Marshall? Yeah, you should be able to gamble in every town. You don't get Bausis, the currency market, until Act 6, but gambling should be there, and you should be able to respec. The gambling in early access is going to be really nice. As long as they didn't like nerf gambling. I mean, I would definitely save your money right now for like buying a merc. I'd probably start gambling like Act 2 onward, maybe. But obviously, I don't know the prices, so we'll see. Oh, yeah. If you have an empty extra pilfering ring, make sure to put a pilfering ring, gang. Alright. I've eaten my sadness. I'll come back on camera now. Not gonna interact with eating till maps. Oh, he's one of those players. We were talking about it earlier. Why is the camera like that? Also, I don't want the light on. Thank you. That's good enough. Whatever. No, it's not. I hate it. I'll enjoy my campaign. You were talking about earlier. Someone was like, "Are you planning on messing with the mercs?" And I was like, "Every league, I'm like, I'm not gonna mess with this stuff until I get to maps." But then every league, when I actually start playing, I'm like, I'm messing with it constantly because it's really fun and new and shiny. I want to touch it. And also, like I said, I'm not even if I were to just like speed run the campaign. My speed running is like 7 hours, so it's not really hurting a lot, you know. Also, I'm not even gonna be like rushing to maps. I'm gonna get to like X 6 or 7 and start doing heists as soon as I can. Same, but got work tomorrow. Well, that's fair. I know Tyler doesn't work on the weekends, and took the Monday off. And obviously, I'm trying to make this a career, so I'll be here. I'll be here. Marshall, best of luck to you getting into the game, bud. I'm at 50K still. Also, make sure that everyone can hear the music if we can. No, I wouldn't wish DC on someone, but if it happens, rip. Oh, actually, Abby, you still watching? This is for you. Here, let's do this one instead. It's a Lord of the Rings soundtrack. Yeah, we're at 40K. We're making it. Hey, you got in. Nice. Yeah, Never Sync posted a couple days ago that the updates to the filter might break a couple of them, and then this morning they pushed out the update. So I ended up just deleting all my old filters. So I'm just gonna remake them. I have a leveling one, and I have I'd have like just a basic semi strict one for after map or after leveling. And then I'll work on making like an actual one later. Yeah, I didn't want to like go into the and like I guess the cool thing I like about the never sync stuff is you can also just pick up items like copy them to paste them into like the filter to be able to remove like specific items you don't want to see later. Customize on the go. All right. Had a cookie, ate some pizza, super healthy. Drink some water. Then I guess I'll just start talking while we look at my number countdown. Everyone's all gaming, so no one's really chatting, which is the way. Stupid crash. Oh, Marshall, when you get a chance, let me know what build you decide to go in the last minute. Obviously, you don't just find right away or anything like that. But I am interested to see which one you end up deciding on. Either Peacock or so you go Pathfinder. Nice. I mean, those two have like really similar leveling trees, so and you can't go wrong with either. I like them both. Well, I'm in finally. Time to rampage while I get progress for the finisher. AA later. Yeah, enjoy, bud. I mean, feel free to pop in the chat. If anything cool happens, we'll in the background, or if you're leaving fully, then see you when I see you. Why does it say rerun? This is not a rerun. So I have time to edit stream info right now while I'm here. My name wasn't taken, so that's good. That's a start. This is a mature game. Yeah. I'm aware. I'm aware. Whiskey Geneva suggestion. Found my first Merc. Hope it's a good one. Oh, looks like Jake finally accepted my friend's request. That's mines. I swear, if I crash again, I will crash out in real life. I'm gonna lose it. Unless there's no queue afterwards, then it's whatever. I don't really care as much. Good old King Cock is here, hanging out in the lurk background. What's up, buddy? Think I'm a hire. Yeah, I mean, unless they have like a cool, unique, or like maybe like movie seafood, something like that. I'm probably just gonna hire everyone, um, or whatever. Yeah, King Cock. Pretty sure that's how you pronounce the name. If not, Hannah has great trolling. Mine died in 3 MS. Rip. Watch me just get like the most badass dude in like the Roa section, and then I just get like steamrolled by Roas and him. Because I mean, we obviously using freezing pulse early, so it's not the best killer. Oh, I could have been spending this time gifting subs to myself. What's a chat, but for myself. Purchase 2 subs, blah blah blah. Oh, I'm already at the sub goal. That's kind of cool. I didn't know I had a sub goal, but yeah, that's cool. Get bundles with 35% off. Uh, sure. Sure. There we go. Thank you myself for gifting 5 subs to the channel. A gracious, kind leader. Very humble. Very kind. Gaff got gifted 1. Greenhawk. Fisk got 1. King Cock got 1. And Apple Trino. Some whitish jiggles in the chat, but obviously if you're busy, don't do it. If you're running, don't do it. They're on sale. I want the portal, and I figured I might as well just do 3 extra ones. Everyone's been so kind. Thank you guys. I'll also just say that those gifts are also from Abigail, my wife. She wants to give me more subs, but I'm like, don't do it. First Merc rolled me. All right. Dude. It crashed again. I'm closing the game out. What a benevolent God. Thank you. I'm going to restart the game. I crashed twice. I'm going to lose it. I might just, if I get back in, I'm going to delete that character and start over. Maybe something wrong with that character name and it just makes the crash. I will remove the Streamer Man title. Please don't be 100k again. All right, it's only 28. Still rough. What a benevolent God. Thank you. Jesus H. Crust. That's a great name. Did you update your graphics drivers? Maybe. Who wants to know? Yeah, there's no updates, looks like. Checking out while we're just sitting in queue, just hanging out. Oh, my face is covered in the queue, but I'm at like 28k. Check for updates in case. I updated it not long ago though, so hopefully that's not the issue. You have the latest. You have the latest. It says on the back. Okay, 23K now. Oops. At least the crashes now, the queues are getting much smaller. So if I crash a third time, unluckily, it'll probably be a super small queue, if any at all. And I will 100% crash out if it crashes one more time. We're eligible for the originators? Hell yeah, get that portal effect. Claim. Also, I didn't know this, but I think streaming myself is giving me credit for like watching someone stream for the drop rewards. So that's pretty sweet. Do you have an idea of what archetype of Merc you're going to want, or is there not enough info to go available on yet? So there's not a crazy amount of info on it yet, but I mean, obviously, anything that makes our life easier. So the biggest issue with people have with Cold Dot is that it's a lot of buttons to press. So if I could get a Merc that like does my cursing for me, that's like one less button I have to press. That's really cool. Anything that has an aura that benefits me, like for instance, I don't slot in haste, but haste is really good for the build. So like being able to have someone like haste, or if they give me like malevolence or one of the other ones I'm already or grace, then I'll just switch mine out for haste kind of thing. So those are probably really good. As far as gear, I mean, I haven't looked into the gear a lot, but the Eye of Malice, I think it is probably pretty good to give your Merc because raising enemies resistance, it makes exposure a lot stronger and whatnot. Also, it makes it where the Merc will have like an exposure on hit, which will kind of help out a little bit too. But yeah, not enough information. I'm interested to see what kind of like special skills that everyone has because I don't know what's possible, like what they made possible with like new skills and stuff. And then obviously if they use like vitality and clarity and stuff like that, that's just like cherry on top too. I bet you can get a Merc that has like a mark on hit thing that makes the Nova thing a lot better. The Nova rune graft. We'll see. 8,000. I think I'm going to delete the character I made already and just make a new one, and hope that the issue is just that character's broken for some reason. Jesus H Crust. Are you playing my build? Or are you playing something? What build are you playing? Oh, this is a song probably everyone will recognize now. Abby, Lord of the Rings. Heck yeah. I need to make my own playlist later. Not later today, like just later in like days. Oh, this portal is fucking sick. I gotta make sure to equip it when I claimed it. I should make sure to equip it. King Cock! I know you're hiding there. Oh, this should be on thing. Wave to K. Just because I don't have anyone in my circle of friends who really cares, I had this drop on PoE2 map off a boss. Also, Why are you playing PoE 2? It's PoE 1 launch day, bud. Get in here. Hey, a quick ad break. I think most people who are here are subbed at this point from all the gifts. So, oh, I'm in. All right, you're not. I'm deleting you. Get out. We're just gonna go with a classic Freya one that we usually do.
Why do the keen of mind seek to satiate their curiosity in darkness and depravity? Innocence is our...
Are we loading in? Dude, what is happening? All right, let me go back. I'm gonna like verify the files on Steam, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't normally care as much. I honestly care a little bit because I want to play the game, but the fact that I'm streaming and it's doing it is a little annoying. Bad for content creation. Bad for viewership. Ooh, got first merc. He almost insta slapped me. Insta blapped me. 2 elk drops already? This guy's rich. Yeah, Fisk is rolling in the dough. Tyler is a Scion 6 in Lion Eyes Watch right now. Thanks, Steam, for telling me. Alright. Still verifying files. We're about 50% now. Hopefully we have them verified soon. Hopefully logging back in goes well. I'm gonna go check, see if anyone's having issues on the Reddit. Their town been kicked. GGG let me in. Okay, so it's not just me thing. Some people are just getting kicked. Are you me? We are exile. DC at the Atlas. Sure, can't tell if I need to change some settings or it's just bad luck. Selected twice, Washington DC. I should test that another server. 5th attempt for that person. Jesus. Okay. Well, I feel less bad. Obviously, still annoyed, but less bad that it's not necessarily something on my computer is probably wrong. All right, we are at 99% verified. All things are validated. We're good. So let's go log into the game. Should be popping up soon for everyone who's viewing. I'm sorry for the issues. My bad. Let's see how big the queue is now. Do I want to try Texas again, or do I want to try something else? Probably Texas is fine. Merc plus the Gauntlet troop makes me feel like I'm running with a whole gang. Yeah, I'm gonna be like that. Oh, it's only 5,000. That's not bad. I'm wait until I have like the Merc. I'm gonna have like my golems and have the Goblin troop. It's just gonna be like I'm gonna play pretty much playing a minion build at that point. I'm giving Jake a hard time. I suppose it's pretty niche. I had to try chance for one since launch of 2. I'm planning to switch over, just trying to grind up the last 10% level on one of my characters. Where are we on? Try number 4? Fourth time's the charm, guys. You know what was gonna happen? They're like, this build's too good. We know what you're doing. We gotta nerf you somehow. Hold him back. GG's trying to hold me back. Oh right, I should be paying attention to you. YouTube chat. No one's in YouTube chat. Everyone just came to Twitch. Okay. All right. We go again. I'm gonna crash out. I'm gonna crash out. I'm gonna lose it. Let's try Vulcan. I'm gonna crash out. I'm gonna lose it, chat. Now we're at 7,000. Oh, we're higher than we were last time. Okay. At least it's not 100,000 like it was at one time. Usually trying to take you down. True. Is there a live update from GG about everyone crashing? We're aware of connection issues in some regions, and we're working on improvements. That doesn't make me feel better, GG. Guess we're just a little unlucky. So we'll just keep trying, and then start grinding that when it's up. Sorry for once again, sorry if there's nothing really happening in this stream. It's okay, mate. Well, thank you, my wife. Got 3 times 2. Same. Fourth login. I'm getting immediate snacks. Can't get in at all. Getting kicked at loading the beach. Haven't touched sand yet. 5 times unexpected error. Update 6. Oh, the update. No, it's 5 times a crash. Good thing all the streamers made it though. Not all of them. Not all of them made it. Just the big ones. All with high views made it. Oh, thank you for the comment, guys. Q-Dog has DC'd 3 times. I know mods DC'd once. On my 3rd try, this game is rigged. All right. Let's get off Reddit for a bit. Those guys are a little angry. Try number 5. Do we see the beach? It's taking a long time to load. I feel like it's now. All right, let's try DC. No, we're not though. So we're just going up again. I guess a lot of people were crashing and starting to try to log in again. Seven times so far. No Twilight Strand ever seen. 5th time, don't fail me. Yeah. Just gonna refresh the live updates page and hope that they push out a fix soon. But we'll just keep trying until we get in or they release a fix. Bummer. I think I can dance. You like to dance in chat? I don't know how to dance. Also, this is not a dance. Show you my cool card collection. No, I'm not gonna do that. That's in the closet. I'm not pulling that out. Uh, if you're in the game, which I think most of you are, because obviously you're not talking, um, don't leave, because getting back in might be a bit of a bitch. I'll make sure that my regex is copy paste it still. Regex. I always say it wrong. Copy. Hydrate. All right. I think I need like an alert pop up for like those things because if I'm gaming, I'm not gonna be able to pay attention to chat and notice it. I'll have to like eventually see it in the activity feed. Just find a way to make that an alert. Try numbers. I missed one already. I did. There are 2 sips for you. I'm really full of water and pizza though, so. All right, we're gonna go back to the previous name though, since I don't think it's a name issue, and I like that name. I think it's funny.
Why do the keen of mind
Merc also advertises that I'm a streamer. People are really impressed.
Innocence is our father. Arieth is our mother. When a daughter strays
Let's see if we
from
get
the
in.
light.
Back out instantly. All right. Queuing up for number like 6, 7. I don't know what number we're on now. Back to 9,000. I'm gonna cry. Bill Sane exile? True. That's a fair reaction. Thank you for sympathizing with me, Dog of the Prairie. I really appreciate it. It gets better, chat. It gets better. And someone crashed after killing Brutus and they're complaining. Everyone's like, at least you can get into the game. True. Alright, we're below 3,000 now. I hope it lets us in. I would love to play the game. I would love to show people me playing the game. I would love to be able to play the build and give people an update on the build. I'm already not fast, GGG. You don't have to nerf me this hard. Let's try it again. Man. Feeling pretty bad. Do. Hope all y'all's runs are going well, though. Hope you have plenty more alchemy orbs or whatever else you desire in life. What is this? Oh, the stream thing. If it's crashing, you might need to restart your PC. Okay. I mean, everyone else is instant crashes, but if it does it this time, I might do a full restart. So the stream will go down for a bit if it crashes again. But I'll start back up as soon as I can once it's reloaded. But hopefully, it just works. I can't remember the last time their launch was this bad. It's been quite a few leagues. Obviously, Cylinders lasted a long time, but like I want to say like the last several leagues didn't have this many crash issues. Had like maybe some issues, but not like this bad. All right, here we go. Gonna try again soon. Got a second Quicksilver flask. That's very cool. All right, we are going to do a PC reset just to see if that helps. Stream's gonna go down for a few minutes, but I'll show you back up soon. If you go to the streams, I understand, but I'll be back in a little bit.